How about I throw you two that I want you to tell me directly, like
Okay.
overrated or overhyped, or like, no, you got to go there. And obviously, me not being a Miami guy, I'm the one that constantly got pitched to me was Joe Stone Crab.
Okay.
Okay, so is this a place that you're just like, no, that is quintessential Miami, or you're like, hey man, it's not it?
I mean, it's good. I feel like it's kind of like a tourist trap. Like it's right on the edge of South Beach. I mean,
Exactly.
but you can't really fuck up stone crabs. Like
True.
those are the freshest stone crabs you're gonna get
Yeah.
in the city. But I mean, it is very, very expensive.
So mom
Burger.
comes to town. Where do you bring her? Like, what is the place that you're like, you got to bring mom here? It is hitting every time.
Or my mom. That's the thing about my parents is they don't like the bougie spots. Like
Really?
they want to go to the hole in the walls. Like I'm really not into the bougie stuff. Like I like a hole in the wall, like something nobody knows about.
Interesting. So the best hole in the wall that you've noticed, the one that your parents are like, hey Max, that's the shit. Like that's it.
I haven't brought my parents yet to it because it literally just opened, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. But Mark's Artisanal Pizza on Normandy Isles is amazing. They just opened like a couple months ago, and the guy's in from New Jersey making like super amazing pizzas.
Oof.
Best crust in Miami, I think.
I want to talk about pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah, I'm Italian. I don't know if you can tell or not. I'm Italian, and I want to know, like, for you, like, when it comes to pasta, because I have seen you go to places where they have pasta, and I want to know, like, are there a few that you know that are overrated, or like you're like, for instance, Carbone, like all the Carbones in Miami, like what's your take on what they have there? You know,
I don't think like a plate of pasta should be like $60, but it is very good. And like when you're going, you're paying for the vibe and the ambiance, and like
True.
they do have incredible service.
Yeah.
But their spicy rigatoni is very good and probably still the best spicy rigatoni that I've had.
Yeah. So I didn't tell you this, but today's my birthday.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that is actually the spot I'm going to in Coconut Grove. They have a spot. So I'm trying that one out.
I'm
Yeah.
jealous. I haven't been yet, but I know you're going to love it. Have you been before?
No, I in New York, I went to the Carbone there and like a couple spots, but like I haven't done any of them. I've heard they're all different. What do you think on that? Do you think some of these places, like they change, like for instance, Rio's? Like a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have not been yet. I do want to go to Rose.
Yeah, like the one in New York, 6 tables. Like you can't get in. But in Miami, it's like a massive spot. So it's like flooded with people, you know?
Yeah, you need your reservation probably booked a couple weeks out if you're trying to go to Carbone.
Exactly. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. So do you have another spot that like you're like, dude, this doesn't get enough hype?
I think it's Taco Stand in Wynwood.
Really?
Yeah, have you been?
I haven't explored Wynwood that much.
I mean, it's the arts district, so there's so many shops, so many restaurants, like a lot of nightlife there, a lot of clubs. Like people are on the streets of Wynwood from 12 in the afternoon till like 3 in the morning when they shut down.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's on my map.
I think that's where the best restaurants in Miami are in Wynwood.
Interesting take. Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm gonna try. Like I said, one of the best parts about having you here is that you would think I'm just asking you questions that I want people to know about. No, it's me. Like I'm still new to Miami, so like the places you tell me, I'm actually going.
No,
Like,
if you want to go to one place, like I would
Yeah.
recommend to you on your birthday.
exactly.
I mean, maybe for lunch on your birthday since you're going to Carbone already, but like the taco stand, like every single time I go, there's a line out the door, great prices. Like they're Southern California style tacos, and they have this steak burrito with fries in it, and they have a salsa bar. You got to go add extra pico de gallo, the cilantro crema. Like it literally hits every time. Like there was a point where I was getting it like once or twice a week. Like I was addicted to it, and I'm thinking about it. I might go there after this since we're right down the street.
You're like, hey, we're here. Why not? You know what I also have a trouble with when I'm just since being here. So in New York, date spots. Date spots are a little tricky. Like New York, there's like a calmness to a date spot. Like there's so many different places to take, your significant other or whatever. Miami, it seems like things get very loud quickly. Like it's like all the places that you would think, oh, this place is gonna be a good little date spot. It'll just get like super like packed. There's people everywhere. It's almost like you can't really hear anybody. Do you have like a spot that you could just like talk to somebody, like have like casual conversation, but it's like the food hits every time? I'm talking like the future wife. Like where would be a good date spot that you're like, you can actually have a conversation there?
It's pretty loud here.
Am I right? So
Yeah.
you've noticed the same?
Yes.
Because I was thinking about that the whole time when I was like meeting you. I was like, you know what? I wonder if he actually knows a date spot.
I can't think of a particular restaurant, but I would go up to like Little River.
Little River.
Yeah, it's kind of like north, almost to North Miami.
Interesting.
And there's a lot of like quieter, like smaller restaurants out of the scene, but there is a lot of good food up there.
Okay. Now, this is another thing I was going to ask you about. Fort Lauderdale. Okay. So, obviously, I told you this when we were outside, but is Fort Lauderdale considered an extension of Miami?
No.
Not even.
No, it's a way different city.
It's
You can't
way
compare.
different city, way different scene, right? It would seem one of the things I am picking up on is the fact that there are people who are like, no, Fort Lauderdale is an extension in its own way. And I'm like, what? Like, Brooklyn was the same way with New York. Like, oh, no. But I was always thinking to myself, these are completely opposite places.
I would say like Hollywood, Aventura, those are extensions of Miami. Like they're smaller cities, like basically on the cusp, but like Fort Lauderdale, you're in Broward, like way different.
Okay, interesting. All right, I want to play something else. I want to give you 3 types of women, and then I'm gonna do the same with men.
Okay.
But I introduced this to you earlier, and basically, I just want you to pick spots in which you would find these specific types. So take your time with it. We're not trying to trigger anybody. We're not trying to get into, fights with anybody. We just want to know, or what bar this person would be at, or even club, or even nightlife,
Okay.
So I may have mentioned this one to you earlier, but first and foremost, the woman who is constantly talking about her star signs, astrology, she will not go on a date with you basically because you're a Gemini. Where would I find this girl?
I'd say like maybe not a restaurant, but the Coconut Grove Vegan Farmers Market.
Coconut Grove Vegan Market. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people with like crystals. They wear like natural deodorant. Look a little dirty maybe. I don't know. Just like I feel like you would find someone who could like read your tarot card at the Vegan Farmers Market.
Okay. And I mentioned this one to you earlier too, but this one is the girl who has the mom who's going to literally curse you out in Spanish. Meaning she has a little bit of fire to her, a little bit of that punch that she got from, her mom. And the English isn't there, a little bit of Spanglish. Where's she at?
Say the Dirty Rabbit in Wynwood.
Dirty Rabbit in Wynwood.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like a Latin club, and I've been there a couple of times in college, but it's all Latins. Like
seriously,
I was like the only English speaker there. I don't know why I was there, and they play like reggaeton and Bad Bunny. But yeah, you're gonna find a feisty Latina in there.
Controversial topic that I heard the other day. Is Bad Bunny the Elvis of Miami?
The Elvis of Miami?
Yeah, I heard this girl told me, she said Bad Bunny is like Elvis in Miami.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at Elvis's peak, I think every woman was like throwing themselves at him. So I think the same would go here with Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny can't walk in Miami.
No, he would get swarmed. If like Bad Bunny took one step out in Burkle, like
it's over with.
Yeah, he need a couple security guards. At least.
Someone said he owns Gecko. Is that true? Or is that
I think he's like a part owner. Like he like went into the creative concept of Gecko.
I thought that was like some like hype they were creating about the place. Like, oh, this is partially owned. No, he actually owns Gecko.
Yeah, I think actually back to your question earlier, what's overhyped? I would say Gecko is overhyped.
Oh, okay. All
yeah.
right. Gecko's overhyped.
I forgot about that one.
Because I was gonna say, you know what I thought you were about to say? Like just generally, and like I said, we're not taking shots in these places, but places that you've noticed. Like I thought you were gonna go to like, do you know Setai?
Yeah, that's a tie.
Yeah. What do you think about that spot?
It's funny. One of my best friends actually went there on Friday for a date night and was complaining that it was just super expensive and like the food just wasn't all that. I mean, it's beautiful. It's on the beach, but
yeah,
they're going to upcharge you through the roof
True.
Just for the beach view. But
that
like,
is true.
I wouldn't go there if you want like something special.
It is crazy because when I was in New York, I used to love the Standard Hotel.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and the vibe at the Standard in New York is obviously it's a different vibe just in general. But I went to the Standard here, and it's totally different. Like the way they've organized and whatnot. Have you been to the Standard in Miami?
Yeah, I was actually there this weekend on Sunday. The Standard is honestly probably one of my favorite places in the whole city.
Yeah, I missed the beer garden in New York. They had a cool beer garden. I like the Saturdays, and that's another thing I was gonna ask you. Chill Saturday, you're out with like your guy friends, whatever. You just want some beers that are like in a nice little like kind of like more open area. Where do you go?
An open area for
what I'm talking about, where they maybe have like the screens out and whatnot. You're just kind of like watching football and like just chilling. Like they have those in Miami. Because now I'm just digging through your treasure chest of spots that you have.
I think to watch a game like in Brickell, everybody goes to Moxie's.
Moxie's?
Honestly, and I can't complain about Moxie's. I think the food's good. Like service is always good at Moxie's. Like they got that prime corner in Brickell. Like
I
tons of
fucking
foot.
love Moxie's.
Yeah, tons of foot traffic. Like I used to go there all the time when I graduated. Honestly, I wish I would go back more. Like it's always a good time there.
Yeah, I love Moxie's actually. That is, I was actually about to say that's actually a pretty fun spot.
Or if you want like a beer, maybe on the water, like a nice breeze, like Bayshore Club.
How do you feel about American Social?
I would say like Moxie's greater than American Social.
Okay, cool. All right.
But like I guess they have good chicken tenders at American Social.
I would not have guessed that. Yeah, you know there was a viral platter in Montauk where it was like this chicken finger platter, but it was just like heavily just charged up the roof and
Yeah, of course.
crazy. Montauk was another place where I'm like, save your money, just go straight down to Miami.
I think I heard about something recently about the Palm Tree Club. There's
Oh,
like a
really?
there's a new club up in like Normandy Isles, and they have like an outrageous chicken finger tower for like $200 or something
That adds up.
of like probably like frozen chicken fingers and like frozen French fries.
You ever been hit one of those dishes that like you get obviously paid to come to, and like, you know, it's like an extravagant dish, and you're just like, fuck, we'll not pay for this shit. Do not. Has that ever happened to you in Miami yet? That you're like, do not pay for that shit.
Yeah, just one restaurant. Like even if the restaurant's like not the best, I can still find a way to phrase it.
Yeah.
To like where I'm not like overselling it or like urging people to really go there. But just one restaurant was so bad, like I just had to tell them I couldn't post it. I was like, I cannot send people there. I was like, please don't send me the payment. Like I didn't want to mislead people.
That actually happened.
Yeah, like literally like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, so this is recent.
Yeah, it was really recent.
Damn.
And I've done 300 restaurants and over 300, and I always try to do a good job of like vetting them before I go. Like a lot of the times I just won't even go. Like I know I won't like it. Like my demographic won't like it, but you know, I was maybe misled and when I went. And
Yeah, I always think about that. Like when you kind of like get paid to do it, you're like, all right, it's a cool job,
Yeah.
cool ambiance. But then you get there and you're just like, oh my god, this is not good at
yeah,
all.
it was Mexican food and just the tacos were so dry, and then they wrapped them with like a double tortilla. So like, oh my god, like I needed like immediate water after every bite. Like, and like all the food just didn't have seasoning. Like it just was not it. Like, and I sat on it for a couple weeks, and like the longer I had it in my head, I was like, I cannot edit this video. Like I did not want anyone to go there.
Oh man,
Or like
yeah.
keep your money. Like it's okay.